welcome back to another bullet journal video with me. This one is for February, and this one also is going up late, same as January. Kind of lost track of time, didn't realize it was the end of the month, so I did this kind of quickly, but also took my time, so that is why it is going up the 5th of February. Wow, and this month's going fast too, great. But I wanted to focus on kind of like a fun, not specifically focusing on Valentine's Day, but kind of keeping with a pretty cutesy type of theme. So I did more stars than hearts, and I just kind of kept it very light. So there's very baby pink in the hearts, and everything else is kind of a gray color. And then I did this little, I don't know what you call it, but some sort of shadowing on the February, and I did the same thing for the calendar spread. I just kind of did a bunch of little stars everywhere, and then I did more hearts, adding some details here and there, but just kind of keeping it very loose and like fun, and then just adding a little bit of a drop shadow to places with light coloring. I didn't want to go too dark with any of this. I kind of like that look where it's just kind of slightly contrasted, but a lot of light coloring. I don't know if that makes sense. So I just kind of did the same thing here, where I just did a little drop shadow to it. I've been obsessed with this, and this is probably going to continue on through the rest of the year. And then I've been really enjoying these bubbles for making my calendars, so I just continued that. And last month I tried to not move my bullet journal around, so all of my lines were not straight at all. So this month I was like, screw it, I'm moving it around, and that's why you see my head a lot. And then I wanted to play up kind of like the contrast with this black, and honestly I love it. I think it stands out perfectly without being like too distracting from anything else. It just perfectly adds to this spread. Then I wanted to add just a little bit of a drop shadow, and I'm still thinking I should have put some gray in the drop shadow because it doesn't really work with the bigger bold bubbles and then the smaller drop shadow to it. I might add that later, but this is how this spread turned out. Next I wanted to make my typical brain dump page, because this is the one thing that I use the most out of all of my bullet journals. There's months that I make them and then I don't use them at all, and then I get annoyed at myself, but this spread is the one that I always come back to, I always use. I love having just a big spread to just put all of my ideas down, and then just have like cute decorations in the corners just to give it a little something. So I did my typical outlining, and then I went back in and did a drop shadow to it. I don't know if it's really a drop shadow, it's just like it makes it 3D is basically what I've been doing to it, and I think it's perfect. I love it. It's minimal, it's simple, and I love it. And then this spread is something that I introduced last month, and I think I'm really liking it. It's just a good page to dump specific ideas on, because that's really what I've noticed that I use the most, is just to dump ideas, because I have so much going on in my head that it's really a good thing to have just a place that I can dump it all, not worry about how it looks, just get it on the page so I can come back to it later. So my main things that I'm doing right now are my blog, my Etsy shop, making videos, and Instagram, because I really want to up my Instagram game, and I have been on my lettering Instagram, which is Lealoo Lettering, same as this YouTube channel if you want to go check that out. But I also have my personal one that I haven't really been uploading on or doing anything with, so I really wanted to have a spot that's just also minimal but also has nice standout moments that I can just put information in and not worry about how it looks. Another thing that I have really been enjoying is marking down my goals that I want to do for this month, and just continuing on just in case I don't get them done. It's not really like a set thing, it's just goals and ideas that I want to have for this month, but I'm not constricting myself to a point that I'm gonna feel like I didn't accomplish anything. I just kind of like to keep it very loose, but also specific on things that I just want to work on. As you can see here, I have 5 that are just the main things that are standing out to me for this month that I really want to work on and just kind of focus on and try to better my life a little bit, you know, simple things, nothing too crazy. And then after this is my weekly layout. I don't do a whole lot. I just like to have very minimal things that I work on and that I know that I will update and actually use. So those are the few things, and then I go right back into my week. So this spread I tried last year and I loved it, and then I wanted to bring it back and just kind of tweak it a little bit. So I like to cut one page and then have lines on the other side to where I know the page will cover, and then so I've got important dates that I can see immediately, and then I've also got the month and the week that I'm on. And then my camera kept cutting out when I was trying to film right here. I don't know what was going on with it, but this is how it ended up looking. I just did the same little 3D look, and then I added a border behind it just to elevate it and make it look a little better. So this is how this month turned out. I think it's one of my favorite ones I've ever done. It's so minimal and so me, and I just really stuck to what I know I like and didn't try to do anything crazy, because every time I do that I usually end up hating it. But I really stayed true to myself, and I love how it turned out. So let me know what you guys think down below. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Give me a like. I also have my lifestyle channel linked and my social media in the description. But that is the end of this video. I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!